According to CNN, as of Tuesday morning, June 28th, the Mexican consulate said that 50 immigrants are now dead from being left in the back of a semi-truck discovered on the 9600 block of Quintana Road in the southwest side on Monday of San Antonio, Texas, June 27th. However, the death toll has continued to rise since Monday evening. Medical examiner confirms 53 dead. The Bexar County Medical Examiner is now working to identify 53 people who died after being found in the back of the semi-truck on June 27th, meaning 2 more have died since Monday night, according to a news release. It now says 40 of the victims are men and 13 are women, with 37 of the people potentially identified. The medical examiner's office is now working with consulates in Mexico, Honduras, Guatemala, and El Salvador. The office is expecting help from Travis County and Dallas County over the next few days. Precinct 1 Commissioner Rebecca Clay Flores encouraged families Tuesday to call Guatemalan consulate if they fear their family member may be one of the victims. The feds have arrested 3 men. According to the San Antonio Express News, federal authorities arrested 3 people on Tuesday in connection with the human smuggling tragedy. Homero Zamorano, 45, was arrested along with Juan Francisco de Luna Bilbao and Juan Claudio de Luna Mendez. He was very high on meth when he was arrested nearby and had to be taken to the hospital, a law enforcement officer told the Express News. Authorities traced the semi-truck back to a home in the 100 block of Arnold after arresting Zamorana. One of the men confessed to having a gun in the car, and when authorities obtained a search warrant for the home on Arnold, they found more guns, according to court records obtained by the Express News. Zamorano's first appearance in federal court on human smuggling charges may occur on Wednesday, June 29th. Express News reports that he has a lengthy criminal history. The 2 other men were arrested on suspicion of possessing firearms while in the U.S. illegally. They were detained without bail. On Tuesday, President Biden released a statement on the tragedy, saying smugglers or human traffickers have no regard for lives they endanger and exploit to make a profit. Among the dead are 2 young girls from Guatemala, Griselda and Carla, according to a tweet from Reveal reporter Aura Bogada. Bogada said the father of the 2 girls confirmed the deaths. Out of the immigrants that died, 22 were from Mexico, 7 were from Guatemala, and 2 were from Honduras. He said U.S. officials are still working to identify the other bodies. You guys, this is seriously, seriously sad. Oh my gosh. You know, I know people who came here in semi-trucks. They walked across mountains and deserts to get to their destination in Mexico, where they got into semi-trucks and came across the border. And the stories that were told to me were horrific. And how it was so hot, people were fainting, they were piled on to one another, and not just in the back of the truck, but they were placed in where the beds, where the bunk usually is, behind the driver. There were people on top of one another in there also. And I wish that people had the opportunity to wait in line for a chance to come here legally, which is what they're supposed to do. But when you're threatened, like in Honduras, women are being killed every single day. No kidding, every day. Women are being violently violated. I can't say the R word, you guys. And they are being trafficked, promised jobs in Mexico, but when they get there, they think they're going there to work for 6 months to a year. But when they get there, they're forcefully given drugs, injected. This is true story, you guys. I know someone that this happened to. Injected with a drug and violated by several men. And then they are placed somewhere that they don't know, kept watch over, and pimped out. And then when they're all used up and pregnant, they're let go. Some of them are. I mean, if you hear the horror stories. In Guatemala, people are hungry. There are people living in little shacks with, I mean, their floors are made of dirt. You can see outside through the cracks in the walls because they take whatever material that they can find to put a roof over their heads. And it's super sad. And I don't blame them for coming here to work, to feed their children. And they will take jobs that we Americans do not want. They will work 7 days a week, 12 and 15 hours a day to provide for their families. But I wished that there was something that we could do where they could have time to come here legally. But there are so many of them trying to get here and they can't wait. I mean, there are people literally dying of hunger. And once they get here, they work and they send money home to their families. I can't be angry about that. I know that people say they're stealing our jobs, they're changing our country, but they haven't stolen a job from anyone that I know. And the country is a country of mixed ethnicities and mixed races. It was going to change no matter what. This is the biggest melting pot in the world. So no race is going to stay pure. We all have to just come to grips with that. Okay? In my opinion. So I'm not hateful and angry as some people are saying that's what they get. No, I'm not. I don't feel that way. And I hope you guys think about what these people, would you want to leave the United States and go to another country where you don't know anyone, you don't know the language, and work whatever job you could find because you and your family are starving to death? Where you come to a place where your culture does not mesh. Like you go out and find little, enclaves, little places where you'll find other Guatemalans or Hondurans or Mexicans, but those are the only places that you see a reflection of yourself. Whereas we who were born here, we're Americans and we see a reflection of ourselves everywhere. They come here and they leave their children and wives and husbands behind. It's lonely and scary. I've sat and listened to the stories, and I would never, ever want to go through any of that and be thousands of miles away from everything I've ever known and everybody that I love. But they do, because the only um the only alternative is to slowly but surely suffer and watch your loved ones suffer. Anyway, you guys, that's what I think about, people coming over undocumented, illegally. And we have so much space in this country, and everybody wants to come here and have that American dream. And I think if they do it the right way, it would be so much better for this country to have so many people willing to work hard and get their piece of the American dream. So I don't know what else to say about it. I have compassion in my heart for them, and I don't want to see anybody suffer. But to be honest, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I haven't seen these guys take a job from anybody that I know. I know several women who have children. I haven't seen any of them taking a handout from the government. If you know different, let us know in the comments. Tell us your stories with immigration. If you know anyone personally, or if you yourself came here from another country, did you do it legally? Did you come here without documentation? We want to know your stories. I want to know your stories. I want to know how you're doing since you've been here. And if you know anyone, how are they doing? Let us know what you think in the comments. And you guys, I know this is a very heated subject, immigration, but let's be fair to one another. Let's not use foul language against one another, and no racist comments, please. Thank you. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Those are 3 easy, free ways to help my little channel grow. Talk to you guys in the comments. Thank you.